Hey guys, I just got back from Jehovah's Witness convention, assembly. It's where all the witnesses gather for some nice spiritual encouragement. And I took my daughter with me. She was there. We only went for a few hours, so there was there, and then we had a drama about true love. And that was really cool. An hour-long play about the tests of love and everything about that, and what is true love and how to find it. And showed you two different lives where one had the religion as part of their love, and the other one didn't, and which one succeeded and which one failed. And I thought it was really interesting. But I came to the decision today, or yesterday and today, that I'm not going to raise my daughter religious until she's of an age of understanding where I can teach her understanding about religion if she so desires it. But I'm not going to force feed her that Christmas, that you have to believe in God and Satan's out to get you, any of those religious, whatever they are, religious, hold on, mumbo jumbo, I guess, for the time being. That was a terrible word, but for lack of a better one. But I'm going to teach her to question absolutely everything. She's going to be hell for the establishment. 1 + 1 is 2. Why, teacher? Well, just because it is. Well, why? Why? I'm going to make her question everything. Just going to try and create the brightest, smartest little young mind that I possibly can. And it's going to be good. I mean, if you force a child to do something, or really anyone, that they don't like enough times, they will detest it for like the rest of their lives. I've learned this from personal experience, and this is just common sense, really, too. If you force a kid to eat pasta, like my manager, when she was a child, all day it was pasta. Or rice or something like that. Now she just won't touch it. She's like, nope. I ate more than enough of that as a kid, and then my dad, he ate more than enough oatmeal as a kid. He will not eat oatmeal, and it's like me, I was forced to go to meetings that I didn't like going to as a kid. So I was 16, so for 16 years roughly. And you know what? I just didn't like doing it, and now I don't like going to meetings. I don't like being religious. I don't like the whole religion aspect of religion. You know? I like religion without religion. I like God without religion. You know? I have to find God. No, God is part of you. This is my favorite thing is the Higgs boson. Can't remember. Sorry. Allergies, how to properly pronounce that. Higgs boson, also called the God particle by some who don't quite know what it is. It was originally did I mention this? The Higgs guy wrote a paper and he called it the goddamn particle because he just couldn't find it. And then the author or the publisher shortened it to the God particle because he thought it'd be offensive, and then hence the name, the God particle. But really, I think this particle really is could be likened to God. I mean, without this simple particle, we wouldn't have matter. And so you could just say, if you believe in creation, God created all things, God created matter, therefore this little particle that is in all of matter is God. God is in all of us. An interesting little aspect. You don't have to look for Jesus and God, because they're already with you. There you go. You found them. It's just how to access them, how to serve them, and how to use them to better and improve not only your life, but the lives of those around you. Really interesting things. Recently, I discovered this way up on the mountains a time or two. I hate allergies. It's gonna be the bitch if I have to live out in the wilderness or, flee my homes if society collapses and mad allergies. Just I'll be dying. It'd be ridiculous. But distractions. Everything seems to be a distraction. I mean, consider this. No one's trying to take over the world. They know that they won't be able to, that the world won't last long. So they don't give a fuck. Straight up. No one's trying to take over the world. They don't care about who rules the world. They just want everything for themselves. Those super rich, the huge corporations, the people that run those, they just want everything for themselves. They don't care about everyone else. And they don't care how long the planet has, because as long as they're alive and they have all the stuff they want, they don't care about anyone else. They don't care if they're going to die and never be resurrected, or they don't care if they're going to cease to exist, or they don't care if they're going to burn in hell. Whatever happens when you die, because right now they're living the life the way they want to live it. Greedy motherfuckers. I was thinking about that the other day. What if no one is going to be able to take over the world, Because, really, by a stretch of imagination, it would take quite a bit of work to rule the world. Not even just to rule, but to get to the point of where one can rule the world. You have to change the entire world's religion, you have to change the entire world's way of thinking, you have to convince everybody that you are a good choice. Really, America, it's not hard to convince. Have you seen the presidential candidates? You have Mitt Romney and Obama. Yeah, nothing's going to represent a middle or lower middle class American like a millionaire who's got 250 million plus in offshore accounts and has an $8 million summer home. That guy really knows what the lower income and middle class Americans are all about. They wouldn't be hard to fool. But everyone else, think about say me and my listeners, my viewers, and all of my friends and my coworkers. Those would be peoples that would be a lot harder to fool. Even now thinking about this is the funny part. If God actually came down and everything was amazing and he's like, do this or something like blah blah blah, this is what's going to happen, I'd be like, is it really God? Or is it something more? Like, I put myself at that point now where it's, I could even, fool myself just because I think everything is an illusion. And I mean, majority of things are. Money is an illusion. That's one of my favorite little traps and distractions. But like, just, you'd have to change everyone's religion. And so to change everyone's religion, you'd have to have something catastrophic, like, or intense, like God comes out of the heavens and portrays himself and says, this is what's going to be, this is the new religion. Or you have to unearth brand new evidence and then convince the entire world that this evidence is true and that it overrides all other previous evidence regarding religion and faith and the messiahs of all faiths. It's like, that's a lot to do. Thank God, it's a lot of work. And then not only that, you have to have a one world police force, which America's actually doing pretty good at. They have the world military. They're policing the entire world, so fantastic. But then you have to have everyone's currency work together. And now currency is kind of like, I think currency's reached the point of where it's almost just ready to have a huge overhaul and a change, and we're going to have something new. You can't have money forever. I mean, really, like, if you just look at the way the monetary system is functioning and how it was created and how it works, it just simply is built to fail. It can only last for so long. It may be great for 1,000 years or whatever, but eventually it's going to collapse and they're going to have to replace it with something all new. A resource-based economy would be great, and if you controlled the entire world, that would be something a little bit more doable. So that would be something they would have to greatly work on. And then, like, how are you going to have everyone with all this faith or with all this racial tension and everything working together? I mean, are you just going to have the Spanish and the blacks mixing with, like, the Southern Caucasians? Like, I don't know, that doesn't seem like a very good thing. Disaster, kind of there. So what's the best thing? You reduce a bunch of the population, and then you tell them you're God's chosen people, and you're going to lead the survivors out into a brand new world, or paradise, or something like that. So then you kill off a bunch of people. That's also doable. It seems like a lot of bloodshed. Are they willing to do it? Likely. Wouldn't doubt it for a minute. But is it possible? Yes, most definitely possible. Will they go through with it? Just for not even ethical reasons, but just will they go through with it? It's like, I'm not sure. I don't know. It's just like a bunch of interesting thoughts for the day. Money, that's my favorite illusion. You spend your life working for money, and then you spend your money trying to live. Like, why don't we just cut out the middleman? Cut out money. Why don't we just work to live? You work to survive, and now you don't have to worry about trying to save money for your retirement, trying to save money to eat. Everyone eats, everyone has a home, everyone works and does their part, everyone lives. But great. I'm living, fantastic. Now I want your stuff. I want to take your stuff and I want to put it in my house. But then I can't take your stuff, that infringes on your freedom, but how am I going to get that stuff? Well, clearly I'm going to have to work for that stuff. But I don't want to work for that stuff. I'm a lazy man, whatever. I want free stuff. Now that we've abolished money and I have everything free, I want more free things. And there's flaws in every single system we have. I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with because of the fact that we're human. Just we have that inanely selfish desire. There's one of my favorite ones on that whole human and selfishness is we do good things because we feel good. It makes us feel good. So if we didn't feel good about helping people, would we still help people? One of those questions. Do we do it because it makes us feel good, or do we do it because we genuinely like helping people? But do we like helping people because it just makes us feel good, or it gives us a nice reputation and just kind of something to fall back on and something we enjoy? It's like, is it all about us, or is it about them? Humans are just selfish. Somebody posted an interesting response about that one. If you guys had any philosophical debates regarding that question, or hell, any, I love talking philosophy in the world. Excuse me, one of my favorite subjects, if you haven't noticed, really. And, like, the illusions that we are living. Then about sheep. Bah! Obama. Mitt Romney. Harper. We need big oil. One of my favorite arguments. People say, people that fight oil. We actually have environmental terrorists now in Canada. Radical environmental groups that are trying to stop the oil from destroying, like, our entire world. They're called terrorists because clearly, the oil industry lobbied the Canadian government to label them as terrorists and therefore deal with them appropriately as such. But, people are against oil, like, no more oil, no more oil, and then people are like, if you wear fucking clothes, if you use pencils, if you write on paper, you use ink, you drive a vehicle, you have rubber, you have glasses, anything that is used, which is pretty much like 99% of everything you have, everything that you use that is oil, that makes you a hypocrite. Well, no, it doesn't. I'm against big oil. Everything is made of oil, man. You can't go about that. It's not like I'm going to go living in the woods and then be like, I'm against oil. It's like people that are against Facebook. They create Facebook pages about, like, how to change or disband or get people off Facebook, whatever. It's like, oh, they're using Facebook. No, that makes them hypocrites. It's like, how else are you going to connect with 1.8 billion people or whatever that have Facebook? Oh, you're going to use Facebook. It doesn't make you a hypocrite. It's just you're using what means you have available. Same with money. let's start the revolution to stop using money, to disband, to destroy money. We don't need money anymore. Let's topple the economic system. Well, you're still using money right now. Go and give all your money away. Burn all your money. If you're still using money while you're trying to topple the monetary system, then it makes you a hypocrite. No, that's just dumb. I have to use money, because if I don't use money right now in the current system that we have, I'll starve to death. I'll lose my home. I won't pay my bills. I'll be evicted. I'll just live on the streets. And then how am I going to stop money then? Not. What's a homeless man going to do? Yeah, go with a sign and a mask. Hey, money's the devil. No one's going to care. But if you can build up an empire, not even necessarily an empire, but if you can build up a decent, like a decent empire to use to topple the monetary system and then disband any monetary things that you have, then that's perfectly fine. I mean, you use the system to destroy the system. Same with governments and politics. You want to destroy the political system? Right now, I wouldn't suggest creating a political party to topple it from the inside out. It's more like we need a revolt because the changes are just so ridiculous. Like, government is just completely fried. And even if you get into government, then inane greed and selfishness ends up taking over and you end up receiving bribes and things like that. It's like, do I do the right thing? Or do I take a check for $100 million to lobby over this particular corporation or oil entity to lobby for me? Like, right thing? $100 million. Right thing? $100 million. $100 million? $100 million. $100 million. And, like, it happens. Do I blame people that do that? Not necessarily, because, I mean, man, we're just greedy. Like, $100 million. Now, if you were killing people, that's a lot of blood on your hands. I mean, it's not even like, I made the wrong choice, I took money, shame on me. It's like, no, you were responsible for the deaths of people. Which usually is the case in, say, the oil industry down in South America, Africa, things like that. Shell that poisons water, kills people, kills environmentalists down there and stuff like that. If you participate or you are for, all gung for particular oil companies, you are in a part responsible for bloodshed. Who was it that said, the world will not be destroyed by those that seek to destroy it, but by those that stand by and let it happen? You are responsible no matter what you do for the actions and the outcomes. You know, for every, it's like, what goes up must come down. If you are involved in something and that particular thing that you were involved in ends up killing or destroying or hurting other people, you are still responsible. You may not be able to accept full responsibility, but you are still responsible. It's just how it is. There's the chain and it always happens. It's like the ripple effect. It is what it is. You may think you're insulting somebody, like a bully. That's one of my favorite ones. You may think bullying someone just affects them. But when you bully that kid, now that kid is, say, depressed or something like that, and then starts to rebel against his parents, or starts getting angry at himself, and then starts cutting off other people. So now he's affecting all the relationships of everyone around him because he's being bullied. And now there's not only that ripple effect, but now say that kid is being bullied so much that it damages him mentally, and then he might even leap to killing himself because he's being bullied. There's no other route about it. He just can't find a way to solve his problem. And now he's killed himself, and now he's hurt all of his family members and all of his friends, and it creates an even bigger ripple. Now there's all that emotional damage, not just to that one child who's dead. Now his entire family, his entire close relatives, all of his friends are now affected by that death. And then expands even out then, it's people in his community. You know, why did that kid kill himself? Well, bullying killed him. And then you just create a huge ripple of emotions and sometimes anger. It's not just, haha, you're a fag. It's like you're insulting him, and then you're hurting his friends, his family, his community, everything, really. It's crazy how everything we do has an effect. A butterfly, I think it's called the chaos theory. A butterfly in the States could flap its wings, and it could create a tsunami, or a, like, what is it? Gale force winds in Tokyo. Just because of all the variables and everything involved, like, it could just be kind of like pushing the snowball down a little bit, just pushing it a little bit, and then it gains all that momentum. Pushing a domino, you just push one, but now you've toppled over, 50 million that took one guy 6 months to set up, and he's pissed. The ripple effect. But that is all I have to share with you guys. Somebody asked me, like, would you do an hour-long rant about stuff because you're so intriguing to listen to? It's like, props to you. I really appreciate the support. An hour-long video is a little bit too long for me, even for me just to talk to you guys. Like, whoa, never mind the uploading that this is going to take. I'm going to run this through my video editing software and then try and change the format and then try uploading it and see if I can get a shorter upload time. Right now, an 8-minute video sets me at like 3 hours. 3 hours of uploading, so super slow internet. And anytime I use it, it like delays the upload. It's ridiculous. So I've enjoyed talking to you guys. I hope you've enjoyed listening. I love hearing from you and your thoughts and everything on it. So feel free to post a video response or comments in the section below. And by the way, I'm getting eye surgery in 2 weeks on the 26th of this month. And it's costing me a buttload of money. More money than I'd like to spend on eye surgery, but it's your eyes. What are you going to do, right? So soon I'll have no specs. I'll look like this. Get a haircut, maybe shave up, I'll look real fancy. It'll be great. Nice new eyes. But I am putting ads on all my videos again. because I need to help pay for that surgery. I'm sorry, it is what it is. I know it sucks. Ads are a pain in the ass, but even if you don't click on those, just by seeing them, it helps YouTubers like me. So you guys watch more videos, I get more views, I can make more YouTube videos, and it helps helps out life, you know? I really enjoy doing this. I really enjoy talking to you guys and sharing my thoughts, and I get paid a couple cents to do it. It's great. It's much better than going and selling my soul for X amount of dollars an hour. Like, a million times better. Plus I get to sit in this super comfy hammock. Oh yeah, ballin'. So that's all. I will see you guys soon, in the near future. Oh, and keep an eye on the Iran and American situation. Russia's putting a warship in the Gulf to help Syria, and America has the most troops and ships and whatnot, battalions in the Gulf as ever up to this point, so it's crazy. So keep an eye on that. It's absolutely nuts. Oh, and the Olympics. Olympics is in like 2 weeks as well. Crazy. I'll be in Vancouver. It's gonna be nutty. Oh, if you're from Vancouver and you see me, give me a high five. Yeah, that's it. I'm gone now. Peace, guys.